Adrian Brody's usually the king of award seasons, but will Timothy Chalamet's portrayal of Bob Dylan upset the throne?
And which actress from a controversial film won an award, mildly upsetting me?
Another watch party, another replay. Red and Red Real Reviews gives their reaction to the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
Ahoy, ladies! Didn't see you there. Would you guys like to set sail on this ocean of flavor?
Randall, look at eye contact. You're gonna be cool, right?
Oh, baby, I'm as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Been staring at this board for days.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
Act. Bears eat beets.
My brain is on fire. I'm dying.
I am the one who knocks.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
When they say 2% milk, I don't know what the other 98% is.
It's hard to believe we're even the same species.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Oh my god. The microchip has been compromised.
Dracarys.
It's the SAGs Live. So, that's a good time to catch up on some stuff. I mean, Colin Farrell just won the last one, so that's a good place to start. And that he won the Globe, so there's no surprise or upset there. And obviously, we both love the Penguin. So
That was a good start to well, we were almost an hour in when that happened, I think. And then should we just work backwards?
yeah, well, I do want to talk a little bit about that for a second, just because I thought the COVID joke was pretty funny.
Yeah, and that was funny when he was like, guilty as charged.
Yeah, and Brendan Gleeson gave it to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was funny.
And then I also like the little cutscene they did after to set up the Jane Fonda Award with Kristen Bell and Jason Segel. And he comes out and he does the towel dance like he's showing off his junk, which is like one of the first scenes from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
Which then he also referenced that because he says, "Oh, I found you. I got your career off to a good start." Which of course he denied, but I also think in my head, I'm like, well, I don't remember anything with Kristen Bell before Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Well, she was in Veronica Mars before that, so I didn't watch that, but that's kind of what, I wouldn't say it made her a household name or anything, but I think that was the first thing she was really in.
I mean, was that popular? Because I know what the show is, but I never watched it. I don't know if I never watched it because it was a chick show.
It probably might have had more of a little of a cult following than anything. I don't know that it wasn't really like a prominent popular show, but yeah, I think that's really what people knew her from. But Forgetting Sarah Marshall, was that going back to 2011 or something? Like, how old is that movie at this point?
I feel like it's older than that. I could be wrong.
2009 or something?
My first guess was like 05 or 06.
No, I think it was, let's fact check. I think it was 2009, I'm going to say. Let's find out. 2008.
Okay. So right in the middle.
It was within a year, plus or minus. Not bad. Margin of error.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What else? So before Colin Farrell won for Best Male Actor TV Movie or Limited Series, they had Female Actor TV Movie or Limited Series. And that was the one that I was wishing for Kristen Milioti to win, but Jessica Gunning from Baby Reindeer won, which was much deserved. So I was glad she won if Kristen Milioti didn't win. And I was just glad that Jodie Foster didn't win, because that season of True Detective, I've just heard the worst things about.
It's so funny, and it just clicks in my head now that True Detective goes every other. Like, they have a great season, they have a weird season, then they have maybe not great but very good season, and then they have this disaster. So maybe the next season of True Detective will be another banger.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping. So that was a I feel like the theme of the night is like people who are winning are much deserving so far. I don't, knock on wood, don't want to curse us. You know, sometimes we have those winners that were like, that was bullshit. Like,
Yeah. Well, they'll save the surprise for later in the show. If there is one.
yeah.
If there is
So
one, they'll save it.
there might be a couple of those, you know, in the last half hour or 15 minutes. So I'm kind of anticipating that. But so far, I feel like, you know, if it wasn't the person that I wanted to win, I was like, okay, yeah, they definitely deserved it. Like, I'm not going to pretend they didn't, even though I wanted someone else to win.
Yeah.
And so before that, we had kind of I noted it down because it was kind of a weird situation. And I don't know if the public knows about this, but when the cast of the movie goes up to talk about the movie and present it, because their cast will be nominated as part of like best cast, basically. There were only 2 actresses that went up for Amelia Perez. It was Zoe Saldana and Selena Gomez. And the star who played Amelia Perez wasn't even there. So that kind of spoke volumes to me, because I know there's this big controversy where the left is kind of eating their own with that situation, because they've isolated the star for racist remarks. I mean, I think I have seen a couple of the tweets. They were years old. I don't remember how old. Maybe one was from 2020 or so. I don't remember. But anyway, they're alienating themselves from the star of this trans movie.
Yeah. Like, pick a subject matter that is made specifically for elevating a woke pet cause, and then dig up old racist tweets and then cancel your woke star because of another, you know, that's quote unquote woke agenda.
Right.
It's like, nah.
Like a co-star who you said was so stunning, so brave, and then now you're like, I don't want anything to do with her/him. So that was interesting to see just the 2 of them up there, and it was like, Amelia Perez, where's Amelia Perez?
Yeah.
You know?
I will ask though, because again, you're my gossip mill.
Yeah.
I did not know about this. You said you've seen a couple of tweets. Are they legitimately racist and insensitive, or do they fall into the bucket of, if everything's racist, then nothing's racist kind of deal?
I mean, it was like, I guess you could say it was like a little bit racist, but like also like that person, like, I don't know, I don't want to misgender, but I don't want to call them the wrong thing. So that person is obviously like Mexican or Latino. So like, I don't really like, yes, it was maybe considered a little bit racist, but it was not really that bad compared to a lot of things that I've seen that have been like very severe. So I didn't think it was that bad, but I just think it's comical because they're like banishing their own.
So if they're talking about their own, in that case, if the actor then is making a comment about their own race or heritage, is it kind of like they're kind of just talking about what they know? Or is it maybe like, you know, a black person is okay for them to say the N-word, like that sort of thing?
I'm trying to remember. There were a few tweets that were in question. Like, it might have been like a handful, or it might have been 10. Some of them were like, I thought about other Latina cultures, or it might have been about a different minority. I honestly don't remember, because I didn't think it was, not that I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but I just like, why are you going to dredge up something from even a few years ago or more? It's just like, are you just implying that people don't grow, people don't change, like, and then
that
you just
people don't even make mistakes.
and it's not something unforgivable like she was a pedo or something. You know what I mean? Like it was something that could have been like misconstrued. Like I don't even remember what it was. Like I don't.
And it was Twitter. It wasn't even like a interpersonal conversation.
Yeah. So they all just quickly threw. I forget the name of the actor. I can't think of it right now. So that was an interesting scene where the two of them were up there by themselves. And then we had a few awards where they're really the winners were not present. So, I mean, nothing really happened with that. So the male comedy TV series, Martin Short won. He wasn't there. The female in a comedy TV series, Jean Smart won. She wasn't there. Although she did do, before the show started and before Kristen Bell did her monologue, they did a Hacks, a filmed scene as if Jean Smart's character, Deborah Vance, was selected to host the SAGs. But, this problem came up where you're not hosting it anymore. You know, it's Kristen Bell. So there was this whole little mock scene, which I thought was funny because, you know, it had like the whole cast in it of Hacks. And it really looked like Hacks and it felt like Hacks. And it was like this pre-recorded thing before. So I thought that was kind of cute. And that was a good way to start off the show.
Yeah, and that's continuing a win from the Globes as well, which we're kind of watching it. I always want to say post-mortem or posthumously, which is not correct context, but we're watching it after the fact, and I'm having a real trouble getting into Hacks. I really
am. Let's see. Then there was,
but with Martin Short, I mean, that's Only Murders in the Building has been getting stiffed the last couple of years, right? I don't remember them winning. So it's funny that he finally wins and he's not there.
They kind of have, although I wish Harrison Ford would have won for Best Actor. Or what's his face? Adam Brody. Wait, Adam Brody? Yeah.
Yeah. Adrian Brody would be the Brutalist.
I know. I get confused. I have to like set it in my mind to be like, yes, that's the right Brody.
That's the right Brody.
Oh, let's see. Oh, what are they?
Yeah, we got another award coming up soon, so they're doing the announcements right now.
Yeah, we have Keke Palmer and what's that guy's name?
Doing a cutscene from Wicked at the moment. I know that's your favorite. All right, so so Zoe, this is the one Zoe won for the Globes. So.
Okay, this is female actor in a supporting role in a movie.
Yeah. So we'll see if Zoe goes 2 for 2 or if there's a little upset here.
I don't know. This Monica, what's her face? She's like my new favorite person. I'm just like, she is so pretty. From A Complete Unknown, which I haven't seen yet. It's like one of the last ones I have to see.
Mm-hmm.
I did like Jamie Lee Curtis did a great job in The Last Showgirl. I really enjoyed The Last Showgirl. If you can find it, it's like it's barely 90 minutes. It's a little bit, depressing. It'll get you in the feels, but I thought Pamela Anderson was wonderful. Brenda Song, what's the girl? Kiernan Shipka. Do you know who she is? She was really good. Like, it was a great ensemble. Oh, Dave Bautista. I thought he did fantastic in that movie.
I like Dave Bautista. He's funny. And that's not a comedy, so that's actually interesting.
No, he did a great job in a dramatic role. I really liked it. I liked that movie. So I would suggest everyone to watch it.
Yeah.
Don't bother with Amelia Perez, which they're showing right now, showing Zoe Saldana nominated for it.
Yeah. Well, not just nominated.
I hope she doesn't win. I'm sorry. I hope she doesn't win.
Oh, it's hers. She won. It's hers.
Well, okay, this is the moment that I call bullshit. Ugh, that was bullshit. Ugh. Oh.
Yeah, they didn't want a surprise here, I guess. From Complete Unknown, there were a couple pretty faces in that.
Oh,
From,
Elle Fanning, and then Monica Barrero. Is that her name? That's who like my new favorite person is. I saw her on the Today Show the other day, and I think she's awesome.
Was she the one that oh, you didn't see the movie yet. I was gonna ask, was she the one that was playing the songs with Timothy Chalamet with Bob Dylan?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Who does Elle Fanning play?
Well, if it's who I think it is, I can't put it. I can't put Elle Fanning's face in my brain.
Think of Dakota Fanning, but different.
She was this girl that Bob Dylan was seeing, and they liked each other, but she kind of had some kind of she kind of like had some whatchamacallit, can't think of the words I want to use. She had some hesitancy to being with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like because he was a traveling musician or something? Like
it's like that kind of like you're not in a position to be in a relationship, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Oh, The Day of the Jackal, I'm sorry. I did not enjoy it. I hope it doesn't win for best ensemble because as Eddie Redmayne carried it, like, sorry, he carried it.
I don't even like consider that show as an ensemble type of show.
Or actually, you know, the woman who played his wife, she was also in Money Heist. Her name is Ursula something, I think, the actress. She was great too, but the two of them,
yeah, I liked her.
Like the lady who played the investigator, the cop, like she was not good. Not good.
I wasn't upset by her.
But as an overall ensemble, something like Shogun deserves to win.
Shogun, or even honestly, they showed Diplomat. Even the Diplomat, I'd
yes, Diplomat as well.
Oh, that was that was the other funny Colin Farrell thing I noticed. When he walks off stage and he said, "We're gonna go finish Shogun." I'm thinking, dang, it's like people are really slow behind on some shows.
Well, I saw when Anna Sawai, is that her name? When Anna Sawai won, I saw Kathy Bates whisper to like the person next to her. She goes, you could read her lips. She goes, "Did you see that?" Like asking her asking her friend if she had seen Shogun, because they were probably like, "Who is this woman? Like, who won? Like, we don't know." Oh, Shogun won. Yes.
Oh, don't. I know. I know who Anna Sawai is.
And that dress would look horrid on anyone else, but she pulls it off for some reason.
She can pull off anything.
She can pull off like that neckline. That's so weird. I was really the guy who played Toranaga won as well for Best Actor, and I was rooting for Yabushiga, but I was like, you know what, they both deserved it. So I mean,
that's kind of rare too that they don't take votes away from each other, for lack of a better word.
I kind of hate that too, like pinning actors from the same thing against each other. Kind of hate that.
Yeah.
But...
Like Succession.
Yeah. But it's like only one person can win, and so it's just kind of a bummer. But
yeah, and that was Succession's year last year, right? They just started sweeping everything.
Yeah, that was their
up in their finale.
That was their last chance. Yeah, but now that we know that Shogun is going to be, Well, it's going to be a series going forward. Like there is a season 2 and 3 perhaps, but we don't know if it's going to, I don't think it's going to be the same cast. So this is probably these actors' last chance to sweep awards for Shogun.
That would be interesting if they like focused on a different like Chinese
Time period. Yeah, I
dynasty.
think.
Yeah.
Or think about it like
Yeah.
Yabushiga's dead. I mean, so his character is not going to come back. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool if they did it like with a different dynasty in each successive season.
yeah, that's what I think they might do. But we'll see what happens. What they do with that.
Yeah.
Any other things that we didn't talk about? Oh, so they had Joey King and Jack Quaid presenting an award together, and I was like, put these two in a freaking movie together. They were like so cute, like so funny, going back and forth. I thought they played really well, so I was like, casting agents, please put them in a movie now.
Jack Quaid, that's like the Quaid I don't think of first. I think of every other Quaid first, so you might have to help me.
I mean, I feel like he looks like Dennis Quaid, but he looks more like Meg Ryan. He looks more like his mom.
Give me a role, a movie.
Well, he was in The Boys. You didn't watch The Boys, though, did you?
No, I watched the first couple seasons. Who was he?
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was in The Boys. He's Huey.
Oh, really? He's a Quaid?
He's kind of a man child, right? He looks a little bit like a baby face. Yeah, so him and do you know who Joey King is?
No.
I don't know that you would have seen anything that she's in. Unless you've seen the Kissing Booth movies on Netflix.
I didn't even know those were a thing.
Or she I don't think you saw the Hulu show with the Gypsy Rose. You didn't see that Hulu show, right?
No, actually, I'll tell you off air. I'll tell you off air about
Gypsy Rose.
There's a reason I refuse to watch the Gypsy Rose content, and I'll tell you after.
Oh no, I've watched it. Like now, I don't pay attention to her in real life because it's just kind of ridiculous. I feel like she's really milking fame, and I don't like it. But let's see what else. Yeah, and then I think I don't know if we really talked about it, but Kieran Culkin won for Best Supporting Actor in a Film, and that was much deserved. I wasn't really surprised when he won.
Yeah, and he won the Globe too, so it wasn't a change or an upset or anything like that. Yeah, I watched that. That was actually the first nominee I watched because it was the first one I noticed that popped up on streaming on Hulu. And you had already seen it, and you were a big fan of that. So I'm already going in with high expectations. Plus, I really like him. I really like what he does on film, even though he's literally the same character in anything he plays. So despite that, I'm still a fan of his, and I do like Jesse Eisenberg. I think Jesse Eisenberg doesn't get a lot of the credit he should probably deserve.
Right.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, the New Girl reunion with Zooey Deschanel and what's his name, Max Greenfield.
Schmidt. Yeah.
Man, it was so jarring because I haven't seen them together in like years. Did they say 8 years? What?
Has it been 8 years since New Girl?
Oh my! Yeah, maybe it did end in like 2017 or 2018.
Wow,
that's insane.
Pop them up when the feed catches up so people can see what we're talking about. Yeah, the funny thing about New Girl to me was I mean, I liked Winston, but I mean, I did kind of miss Coach after the first season.
They both had their moments, I feel like. And then
Yeah.
Nick also had like his moments at certain, like, I don't remember, it was probably the earlier seasons that he was just like crazy. So Nick
Yeah.
had some moments. So this is ensemble in a comedy series. So I think Shrinking was nominated. I'm trying to think of who else was nominated. They're still
Probably
talking.
the Bear. I'm sure the Bear was.
Oh yeah, you might be right. Bear,
Yeah.
Shrinking. Oh, Abbott Elementary, which I still haven't seen.
Yeah, was it? Yeah. Yeah, that'll be that'll be kind of a multitasking binge.
It's also like there's several seasons in.
Yeah, which is I never heard of it outside the last couple of years. So I'm like, how was this show under the radar for 5 years?
I think I want to say they're like 6 or 7 seasons in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
Bear
believe
again, like take the Bear out of the comedy categories. It does not belong. Sorry, it doesn't belong.
Yeah, it's a drama with comedic moments.
They just don't want to compete with the dramas. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how you know the show's kind of worth its salt is when it can compete with the dramas.
Right. Like the Hacks is a true Hacks is a true comedy.
It is. I'd argue I'd debate how actually funny it is, but it's still a comedy. It's still attempting to be a comedy.
Yeah, Only Murders in the Building. That's a comedy.
That's a comedy. Yep.
I wouldn't mind if they won. That's a decent show. Like it's not my favorite, but I really want Shrinking to win. That's what I want to win.
Yeah, that's another one I kind of got to binge through casually.
Like everyone is so good.
Yeah.
And that's what you need in an ensemble cast when everyone is solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like there's no weak link. There's no weak link in the chain.
Oh yeah.
Ah, they did. They showed the scene with Sean in the hospital. I love that scene.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I love that scene so much. When he's like, hey, it's Gabby and the white nurses or whatever.
Oh, Only Murders in the Building took it, which I'm a little surprised. Now there's like Martin Short, Only Murders in the Building ensemble comedy. Like, I don't remember them getting any awards the last couple of years. I don't think they've been nominated, but
yeah, I don't think they did. I think this is almost like the Get Back year.
Yeah.
Oh, I just put two and two together with Zoe and Schmidt because the new girl was a big ensemble.
Yeah. Usually they have someone who won before, I think, or was nominated before. Yeah, Steve Martin's not there either. The two stars are not there. Martin Short and Steve Martin are not there.
They are they're boycotting it, I guess.
Or they're still partying from the SNL 50th last weekend or whatever.
Oh. Yeah.
No.
I should watch that. That definitely kind of went. I knew it was coming up, but I didn't like totally know like the date of it. So
I remembered when it was like an hour and a half into it, and then like I saw one of the clips on social, and I was like, it doesn't really look that good. So I think I'm just gonna skip it. I saw the highlights, like the things that were funny. I saw some highlights online. So.
Who's Jeff Goldblum, man?
Oh, she's doing a Gossip Girl thing, making fun of Gossip Girl. Kristen Bell, she was the voice of Gossip Girl. I don't know if you knew that.
I never watched the show. What do you mean, like a narrator? She narrated it?
Yes, she was the narrator. They never. Maybe they showed her once at the end. I can't remember, but they never showed her. It was just her voice. She'd be like, "Hey there, Upper East Siders. XOXO," like this, funny. Oh, Conclave, big bummer of a movie. You said you didn't really like it, right? It was a little bit slow, and the end was just redonkulous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, you had to remind me. I remember that, and I remember rolling my eyes a little bit over it But then, because the movie was so unimpactful on me, I completely forgot about it until you watched and then reminded me. I'm like, oh right, I completely forgot about that big thing at the end. Like it wasn't enough for Amelia to do the whole Amelia Perez thing. They had to do
Yeah.
hermaphrodite priest.
Yeah, I love Rafe Fiennes, I think is how you pronounce
Oh, Ray
it.
Fiennes
Not
is
Ra-
phenomenal. Yeah, Ray
Yeah,
Fiennes.
I love him in everything. And like John Lithgow's great, but like this movie just ugh.
I
And it's
didn't
about
like
like
I didn't like
uh,
John Lithgow's character.
yeah, I mean,
He kind
yeah,
of had he felt like he was like the entitled cardinal, you know.
yeah. I mean, they had a lot of different personalities, I guess we'll say, with all the different Pope candidates, but and kind of relevant now because, well, this is a fictional story, I guess, that was adapted from a book in like 2015 or 2016 or something like that. But yeah, kind of relevant because the Pope is sick now, IRL. So
And oh, is he really? Oh,
he's been in the hospital for pneumonia or bronchitis or something. So a lot of people are like kind of getting nervous. They're like, you might want to think about like maybe having someone on deck, like just
yeah.
because he's like 88 years old or he's pretty old. So
And the two popes, was that also fictional? That was based off. I thought that one was based off reality, wasn't it? Was that
Oh
kind of,
yeah, that was
like reality adjacent to Pope Francis?
that was based on a true story. Yeah, that was on Netflix a handful of years ago. I remember watching that one. They
I
got
watched
nominated
that.
for all sorts of stuff.
And I didn't dislike that one. I thought that one was okay.
I thought that one was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's done a decent job so far. I thought she had a pretty good opening, Kristen
Yeah.
Bell.
I mean, she's a funny actress. She is funny.
This is Wicked. Was there who is that in the wheelchair?
In the wheel. Oh.
Did Wicked have a cast member in a wheelchair?
I haven't seen it yet. Apparently, it's not going to Peacock until after the Oscars.
Oh, after the Oscars. Yeah, I did see an ad for it coming to Peacock, but I didn't know it was after.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of that is.
You'd think they want everyone to see it before. I mean, not like the public is voting for these things, but still.
Well, and like assuming everyone saw it in the theater. You probably. I feel like the Hollywood shouldn't assume that everyone saw it in the theater, even though Wicked is probably something that it probably is a lot better in the theater, just because of the music factor.
Although, like, you have to deal with all the annoying theater freaks who are singing the songs, and like that's one reason. Like,
That's an assumption.
I would never go see a concert film or a musical or anything in the theater because I probably wouldn't be able to hear it, and that would piss me off. Like that's why like everyone was like, "Oh, I'm going to see Taylor Swift the Eras thing at the movies." And I'm like, "I'm not. I'd rather watch at home by myself where I can enjoy it." I mean, I didn't even see Wicked, and I got enough of it on social media with everyone doing freaking TikToks and Instagram reels about all these different Wicked songs. Like I wanted to chew my own arm off and beat myself with it.
Yikes. I mean, I can't justify watching like a concert in the movie theater, but I don't have any problem with the musical part. I don't think it would come up as like a big in unison kind of deal.
If people know the songs, though, they're gonna sing.
I don't know. That spits in the face of proper movie theater etiquette.
It does, but there's kind of a disagreement about some people think it's okay to do. Some people are like, absolutely not.
Like when you clap. when you clap in the movie theater because they can hear you.
Well, that I don't really mind. I've probably clapped at a movie before.
They can't hear you. What's the actress's name that is the Wicked Witch?
Cynthia Erivo.
Oh, okay. But she had a background in something.
Broadway, I think. I think she was on Broadway before.
Oh, okay.
I think she's known for musicals.
Okay.
Like
She
on the
wasn't a
stage, though,
recording
not
artist.
really film. Yeah.
Yeah. She wasn't a recording artist like Ariana.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Lily Gladstone and Michelle Yeoh for male actor in a leading role for a film.
Lily Gladstone. We almost covered her show that she did on Hulu. Oh, I know what she won for. The Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yes.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, she's a great actress.
Is she that tall, or is Michelle Yeoh just really short?
It could be either one. I'm thinking she might be like 5'9" or something, though.
I guess 5'9" is kind of tall for a woman, but it's not like crazy tall.
She does look really. She could be really tall. I could be wrong. She could be like 6 feet tall.
I'll throw this up once the feed catches up.
Yeah, how tall is Lily Gladstone? Wait, Gladstone?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. I'm thinking of like Joey Gladstone from Full House, and I'm like, is that what her last name is?
Of course.
Yeah. I can't help but think of that.
Yeah.
Do you think Adrian Brody's gonna get it?
I mean, it was a good movie, and he was very great in it. So, I mean, to me, I feel like
I think he deserves it. I mean, was it a good movie in general? I'm not sure.
My issue with The Brutalist is just it was so long. It was hard for me to appreciate the total scope of it.
It was so disjointed. I felt like it was like 5 different movies within a movie. It just had like multiple acts, and I was just like, why do we need to have some of these plots in here? Like, why?
That's something that needed to be a miniseries.
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet, I thought he did a very good job in the Bob Dylan movie, but I don't have I've never watched. I didn't grow up in that era, obviously, and I'd never seen a documentary on Bob Dylan, so I can't do like the one-to-one comparison of like, okay, he nailed Bob Dylan. You know what I mean? Like, I can judge the acting, the quality of the acting, but I can't really make an assessment of whether or not he pulled off the role.
I'm gonna guess Ralph Fiennes or Adrian Brody.
I would not be, even though I did not like Conclave, I would not be upset if Ralph Fiennes won.
Yeah, I mean, he deserved it. Like, it wasn't overall, like, I wouldn't want it to win Best Picture at the Oscars, and that's how I feel about Brutalist too. I don't think it deserves it. But the actors did do a great job.
Yeah.
Oh, Timothée Chalamet?
Whoa! Upset. Okay, he's surprised. I'll throw up this shot.
Did he take his? Is that his mom? He must have taken his mom to the show.
Aw, that's adorable. Okay, You know what? I'm okay with this. Again, I don't have anything to compare it to from like a real life perspective, but he did do an excellent job in the movie.
Well, have you ever seen Bob Dylan like talk on camera or?
No. No kind of documentary, just, his music.
I can't stand his music, but I still do want to see the movie. I wonder if I'm going to be able to take it. Like, I just don't know. I don't know if I could take it.
Well, that's exactly what he sounds like. That's exactly what Timothy does.
I don't know what the hell he's wearing. This lime green shirt. is it like a leather or
With a
pleather
bolo
box?
tie. With a bolo tie.
Like,
I
what
think
is
that's
he
a
wearing?
I can't see it behind the microphone. Yeah, he's got a bolo tie on. Lime green shirt and a bolo tie.
I mean, what do we know about fashion? But
And the tightest two-piece leather suit I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, weird outfit. But I mean, I do think my thoughts about Timothy Chalamet have changed. I saw him. I listened to. He was on Theo Vaughn's podcast, and like I expected Timothy Chalamet to be a total douche, just like pretentious and just like a little man-child brat. And he ended
looks
up like him and Theo Vaughn were just like riffing back and forth like they were like best friends. And like I was like, this guy actually is like, he does seem really down to earth. Like he does seem like funny. He seems cool. So it totally changed my impression of Timothy Chalamet for the better.
Yeah. What was that Adam Sandler joke from the Globes? Chalamet! That was good. Colin Farrell is coming back up to announce the next one.
So this is something with a female. Here are the nominees.
Oh yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Lead. Oh, I kind of hope Pamela Anderson. That would be great.
Yeah, I mean we've had one upset. Might as well have another one, right? Or not? I shouldn't say upset, but like surprise, change from what the Globes did.
Let us know if there's any upsets that you were just like, this is bullshit.
We know one of us thinks that.
Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
Especially considering the fact that the star of that movie is not even there. Being canceled by her own woke mob.
Yeah. You know, I'm hoping for Anora too, Mikey Madison. I loved that movie. Did you see Anora?
I'm gonna see that this week. There's like a bunch of Oscar movies coming out this week and the week leading up to the Oscars at my local theater. So I'm gonna run, and they're all for like $5. So I'm gonna go run train. I'm gonna go run train on a bunch of Oscar movies.
Anora might be maybe the favorite movie I've watched so far, like this award season.
Behind Real Pain.
A Real Pain I did like. Last Showgirl I did like. It's hard because they're all different movies, but yeah, those were definitely like my top three. And like Anora, I just thought they deserved to win something, and they're just not getting like anything, and I'm just like, ugh.
I will say it would be funny if Amelia Perez won and she's not even there, and she's not there because they canceled her.
No, Demi Moore won, so.
And she won the Globe. She won the Globe, didn't she? I thought she won the Globe, right?
Yes, she did.
Yeah. So she could be going for the. You might have to suck it up and watch a scary movie if she's going for the three-peat. You might have to suck it up.
I really don't want to. I'd have to watch it out in the middle of the day when it's light. Like,
watch it at 9 a.m. Watch it at 9. Hop out of bed and turn it on. Watch it at 9 a.m. on Mubi, whatever Amazon channel that is. That's where it's streaming. It's on Mubi. I don't even know what that is. I tried to find it. On my Amazon TV. I couldn't find it.
Huh.
Actually, that's not true. I did find it, but it had a charge associated to it. I'm like, one, I have Amazon. Two, this is Amazon TV. And this is an Amazon. Three, this is an Amazon app. This should not have a charge associated to it.
I don't know what is she wearing? Is that like a peplum skirt? What do you call that?
It's another very tight piece of leather.
Yeah, her dress is made out of leather too, I think.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. That's why they did the wide shot, because they had to show what the bottom of that thing is like.
Yeah, it doesn't look so weird from the up close shot, but when they go wide, like she's got that weird thing like around her hips that's like very weird.
It's like a floating end table.
Yeah, it almost looks like those like old school like Cinderella dresses with like the big what do they call those big poofy things? But it's just like at a weird height.
Yeah, it's like not it's like just above her knees. It's like she's wading. It's like she's wading in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
In a black silk swimming pool. Like halfway up her thighs. Like she's emerging. She's emerging from
Yeah.
the lake. Well, thank
I
you.
thought they got like 10 seconds to accept it. They're really giving her like however long she wants.
Yeah, and that could just be because it's, their award show. You know what I mean?
Is it they have ensemble movie cast to do, right? Or like movie?
Yeah, like I said, you're gonna have to suck it up and watch a horror.
Uh,
You can't be ignorant on this one. Sorry.
I don't know. I feel like I already know what happens because I never thought that I would watch it. So I heard people talk about it on a podcast and I'm like, I'm never going to watch this. So like, I don't even care. So I kind of like know what happens.
Well, you shouldn't use other people's opinions to form your own opinion.
Well, yeah, but like when there's like spoilers, like I kind of know what to expect.
That's why you avoid the internet. Only on the internet for content.
It's so hard to avoid the internet when like I'm missing White Lotus and I'm sure people will be talking about it. Oh, did you see that crazy part in White Lotus? So it's like I
Just shut off the internet tonight and then watch it first thing in the morning.
guess.
And then you don't get any spoilers. It's like
Yeah.
the old rule. It's like the old rule back in the day when you would like record something on the VCR and you would have to like be like la 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 la, talk to me, no one talk to me. Until you got home and turned the tape on and actually watched whatever you recorded.
I mean, I don't remember recording stuff that much. I feel like if you if you had somewhere to be and you missed an episode of like a show that was, airing, like you'd kind of
That's
have
the
to
way
wait.
it was. That's the
You
way it
kind of
was
have
back
to
in
wait
the
till
day.
they started doing reruns, like what, until like 2 months later when they catch up and do rerun, like.
Or you had to wait till they released it onto physical copy. And
Yeah, or
buy
you like
the tape.
never see it.
That happened a lot too.
Yeah. It was
There's probably a lot of stuff that people, a lot of popular shows that people just missed and didn't see.
yeah. And even commercial breaks. I mean, you used to get a solid 5-minute commercial break with anything airing on TV. Like you're like, oh, I gotta go grab my snack or I gotta go to the bathroom. Now it's like, you're up against what? 90-second or 2-minute interval that you have to do your stuff real quick. Like
I will say a 5-minute commercial break is very, very long. So I feel that only, I think we think it's longer in our head. And that probably was only a thing for like the really highly profitable shows. Harrison Ford's announcing the next one. But I will say Harrison Ford, I don't even recognize him as Indiana Jones and Han Solo anymore. I just recognize him as old Harrison Ford.
well, he's getting up there.
I think that's a testament to his continuing to work. That like I recognize him as who he is, even though I don't recognize him as his most noteworthy roles.
Right,
If
he's
that
just been
makes
in
sense.
so many things. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like so many things later in life.
Yeah.
Like I recognize him as himself, but I can't. I don't see him as his previous roles, which are arguably his most famous roles.
Yeah, I feel like he's never been like washed up at any point. You know, like how a lot of
See, like, look, this is what I mean. He's just Harrison Ford right now. He's old man Harrison Ford.
Conclave.
This was this
Best
Mr.
ensemble.
Okay, so it wasn't okay. So we weren't making that up.
Kind of disappointing.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like to me that was another case where it's like, yes, I can agree that Ray Fiennes did a great job. I can agree that individual actors did a great job, but
Yeah.
overall, I wouldn't consider it to be a great movie, and I wouldn't consider it to be like an overall ensemble.
To me, that's the one where, well, first of all, at least Amelia Perez didn't win. But to me, that's the award. That's the category that A Complete Unknown should have won for. Because Timothy Chalamet was great in that. The girl Joan something. That was her character's name. Joni.
Edward Norton was also in it.
Edward Norton was great.
I love Edward Norton. He's always been good.
Yeah, and the chick that I guess it's Elle Fanning. The chick that was his like on and off girlfriend, she was very good. Yeah, and Joni, I can't think of the singer's last name. The girl you liked from that you saw.
Monica Barrero.
Yeah,
Monica
her name is Joan, she plays the musician plays Joni something. She was excellent. So there were a lot. This is like I said, Ralph. I mean, maybe this was kind of like the I don't want to say honorable mention, but like the consolation prize for him not winning Best Actor. Maybe that's kind of what they were thinking here. But
well, the actors pick, so
what? Well, yeah, well that's true, but it's like maybe it's like, well, we really want to give this to Tim, so we'll give Ralph the ensemble, so Ralph still kind of wins. You know what I mean? I
feel like they must have like allies and like, you know, have like deals to be like, oh, you guys want to vote for Demi this year? Like, yeah, we're planning on voting for, like, they all kind of like gang up and vote, I feel like.
Yeah.
They can't just be like, oh, Conclave was a work of art. That's the one that deserves to win.
No, it's not,
you know what I mean? That just like pretentious, like, oh, it's a work of art. Oh, so good.
Oh my.
Oh, it was art. I felt it.
It was art. Kristen Bell. Well, I mean, I guess all the hosts do that when they change their outfit every time they come up in MC. Oh, that was it. So I guess there really was no Best Picture. It was just the ensemble cast.
Yeah, just well, because it's all actor awards for this show. No like behind the scenes or anyone else. All actors that are recognized for this show.
Yeah. Well, what'd you think? I mean, obviously, I was I'm kind of happy to see Timothée Chalamet win that, even though I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting it either. I still do have to see it, so I would like to see it. I mean, that was like next on my list. I just couldn't get it available. So, yeah, that's next for me. It would be nice if I could watch it before the Oscars.
Yeah. Obviously, I think it goes without saying we're both thrilled to see Anna Sawai, Colin Farrell, and Kieran Culkin sweep their awards. I guess technically they haven't swept yet, but Colin did because he was in a TV show. That won't be at the Oscars. Or Anna Sawai,
yeah.
Too.
I mean, to me, there was like two upsets. It was Zoe Saldana and Conclave. That was the two upsets for me. Other than that, like, I'm satisfied with everything.
I can't just because she had won the previous one, I can't necessarily call that an upset.
Well,
You know what I mean?
because, okay, think about the Golden Globes. Well, that's like the Hollywood Foreign Press votes for the Golden Globes. You have the actors, anyone who's a part of the Screen Actors Guild, and there's a lot of people you wouldn't expect. Like, I think you can do a commercial and be a part of the Screen Actors Guild. So like a good portion of the Screen Actors Guild are, you know, it doesn't mean you're a millionaire and that you've been in a million movies. It could mean that you're a working actor and you're part of the Screen Actors Guild. So
you're just part of the union.
Right. But I mean, I do think, you know, actors do have a different idea of art. And like, again, I don't want to shit on anyone's art, but like Amelia Perez, how could you watch that and be like, oh my God, Zoe Saldana, she did so much better of a job than who was even nominated against her? I'm trying to think.
And well, the other thing is, even within Amelia Perez, that I find that even within Amelia Perez, I thought Selena Gomez did the better job in that. So just within the film, not even the other actors competing against her, just within that one film, I didn't even think she was necessarily the best supporting actress.
Yeah. So I don't know. I do think it's can be like a popularity contest.
Yeah, which is funny because of this, you know, controversy kind of thing. So it's almost like, why, if they're supposedly mad at the star and canceling her, why would they vote for the co-stars in the movie?
Well, it's because they want to prop up this this piece of macaroni art that they
Macaroni art.
Again, I feel bad. I shouldn't shit on people's art, but it's just like I hated it. I really, really hated it. I thought it was awful. The fact that they're like propping it up and being like, oh, it was so stunning and so brave and so groundbreaking, and the fact it was a musical for some reason. Like,
I
wow.
will say, the second half of it was a completely different film than the first half of it. Like, there really wasn't any singing in the second half, and it started to get a bit more dramatic. And then, of course, there was the big ending where they drive off the freaking cliff. So it got away from the cringy, you know, vaginoplasty, rhinoplasty singing.
But it was still a musical, though, in the second half, wasn't it?
I don't remember much singing. I mean, they did sing, but it was singing like a Disney song. Like where the song is just kind of like part of the story. It wasn't like a big musical number, that sort of thing. It was just kind of like they broke out in song because that's how the flow of the story was going.
Yeah, I think when I stopped watching it, that's kind of when like Selena Gomez was like starting to do more like dramatic scenes.
Oh, I see what you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you stopped right when the cringy part kind of ended then. Or yeah.
Well, I just couldn't take it. It was too much for me. I don't regret it. No regrets.
Well, anyway, hope nobody has any regrets watching our show. We'll be right back doing this again next weekend for the Oscars. Follow her on Instagram at Binge to Ginge with dots between the words, and on TikTok, all one word, Binge to Ginge, and myself, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. That is the number 2 on both platforms, Instagram and TikTok. If you want to follow along with Red and Red Real Reviews, if you enjoy seeing our faces, right here on YouTube and Rumble, and then audio-wise, if you're on the go, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. And like I said, we'll be right back here doing this all again for the Oscars. So until the next Real Review, Red and Red are signing out.
In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world.
Don't act so surprised, Your Highness.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out? What? Do what?
No. Try not. Do. Or do not.
Because I don't want no scrubs.
Let the dogs out, you know, like, who let the dogs out? Who?
Who brought this guy along?
I can go slow ahead. Come on down and chump some of this shit.
One more thing. Do me a favor. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Mankind, that word should have new meaning for all of us today.
You're gonna need a bigger boat. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
I'll take care, all right? Nothing but love for you. Nothing but love for you.
Have any clue what's about to happen to him?
Oh, not a chance in hell. Good night.
Peace! Smile, you son of a...
You did it. You crazy son of a bitch, you did it.
It's not funny anymore.
TLC references. Still nothing. I swear to you.
But as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night, we will not vanish without a fight, we're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.